Hi, my name is Amanda Rocha. I am an estate planning and probate attorney in California, and today I'm going to tell you a story about a potential client who called me and asked about taxes that her children may have to pay when she passes away, whether she has an estate plan, what kind of estate plan she has, and if she didn't have an estate plan. Before I get into that, I want to give you my contact information. You can contact me on my website, www.amandarocalaw.com. You can follow along on my social media at Amanda Rocha Law, or you can comment down below if this platform allows you to do so. The person who called me was really more concerned about taxes than probate costs, which is completely separate, and I have made many posts, videos, podcasts, you name it, about probate and the cost of probate. So outside of that, she wanted to know what would happen if she passed away tomorrow without an estate plan. What would her children have to worry about tax-wise? And if she had an estate plan, depending on the kind she had or what documents she had, what kind of taxes are we talking about? So I broke it down for her, and I'm going to break it down for you. First of all, California does not have its own estate tax. We just use the federal estate tax. Right now in 2022, if your estate is valued at more than $12.06 million for a single person, or double that for a married couple, then you will be charged a one-time estate tax. In 2023, that goes up to $12.92 million and double that for a married couple. So if your estate is worth less than that, or your taxable estate, I should say, then you aren't going to have to worry about estate taxes. There may be other tax considerations that you'll have to worry about. Now, I am not a tax attorney. I'm an estate planning and probate attorney, but I can tell you the little bit that I do know about taxes. Now, if you pass away and you were working, or you were working in that prior year and you were getting a regular income from a job, or if you had income and you had to pay income tax for whatever reason, your estate will have to still pay that for that year that you were alive when you passed away. So that will be one thing that you can't avoid regardless of whether you had an estate plan or not. Specifically though, the person who called me was wondering about property tax issues and also capital gains tax. So capital gains tax isn't going to be something that you have to worry about when you are putting a home, let's say, in a revocable living trust and passing it along to your children. At that point, the inheritance isn't counted for in the same way that capital gains would be if you put your child's name on your deed. That I do not recommend that people do unless they are paying for part of it, because then they will be on the hook for capital gains most likely. And then as far as property taxes go, regardless of whether your house is in a trust or not, property tax values are assessed completely differently, completely separately from what happens with your estate plan. So as of 2021, when Prop 19 went through, property values will be reassessed at the fair market value on the date of your death in certain situations. I do have multiple data sources on this for you, whatever you prefer, whether it's a podcast, a video, or a blog post. I have them all, and you can search Prop 19 on my website to find that. The short answer is it depends on what kind of property you have and who you're passing it to, and whether or not it will be their primary residence. So backpedaling a little bit to when you pass away with a trust, there shouldn't be any special taxes that need to be paid just because it's in a trust. And on that same vein, there shouldn't be any special taxes that need to be paid because there's no estate plan. It's really going to be income tax that they have to worry about, estate tax if the estate is worth more than the $12 million numbers that I mentioned earlier, and capital gains if somebody is added to title of something like a house, and there was an increase in value from when you bought it to when they put their name on it. So if you have additional questions about that or anything else regarding estate planning or probate in California, please reach out to me. Like I mentioned before, you can find me on my website, www.amandarocalaw.com. You can comment down below if this platform allows you to do that, or follow along on my social media at Amanda Rocha Law. Thank you.